Hi, my name is Lefred and this is MySQL Shorts. We saw in the previous video what was history list length and how to monitor it. Let's see now if it's really true that it could bring performance issue. So here we have a query and we see why there was no workload, nothing. It was quite fast. Now I have added load and this is a transaction. So this is we started the transaction and we did the select. Now we can see it's still fast, but the history list length is growing and growing and growing. And we can see now these undo logs are growing also, like we saw previously. And now after a while, when we do again the same query, we can see that the query is much slower than it was initially, because it has to reconstruct all the rows like they were before the modification in this transaction. And we can also see that the undo logs have grown. We can see that the history length now it's much larger than it was initially, of course, and this number is way too high. We can also find what are the transactions that are very long. So with this query, we can see that we have a transaction that is running for almost 1 hour, 55 minutes that this transaction is running, and we have the query. This query is small, so why is it that long or what it is? It's complicated to see. There is a way to also find all the statements that are in that open transaction, and for that I use the MySQL shell plugin here, which is get running statement. And we can see we'll take the longest one here, and we have all the queries that were part of this transaction. It's able to identify what it is. Now what we can do, because this transaction is way long and slows down everything, we can kill it. So I kill this transaction, and now after a while we can see that the history list length is going down and down after the purge. And if we run again the same query after the history list length and the purge happened and the history list length decreased a lot, what happens when we do the query? We can see that the query is again very fast. Thank you for watching and make sure to hit like and subscribe.